In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Aurora Optima with a factory Italic nib. I'll go over the specs, I'll do a writing sample, and I'll tell you what I like and don't like about this pen coming up. Blake here with Blake's Broadcast. On this channel, I review fountain pens, paper, and ink. And as always, I put links in the show notes in the description below. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. All right, let's get on with the review. Here we have the Aurora Optima. Again, you guys have seen this pen, so I'll be very brief on the walkthrough of this pen. Basically, we have what are essentially flat tops at the end here. We have this nice acrylic Auroraloid. They give some specific scientific name to what the actual material is, but they make it sound like celluloid, but it's not celluloid. And then we have their classic clip here, which terminates in this ball. It's a very shapely clip. It looks really high quality. It's quite sturdy. And then we have the cap rings, big cap ring, which has these Greek keys on the top and bottom of it, and it says Aurora in this coin edge, and then Italy on the back. Very nice. And then on the body, it does say Fabbrica Italiana di Penna a Cibratio, something like that. I don't know. It's a pen. It's handmade in Italy, and it says Aurora Italy in the middle there. And it's a screw cap, and we have a ink window here with these metal rings on either side, threading, and the big luxurious Aurora grip section that I love so much. These pens post really, really nicely. Absolutely love these. For me, this is as comfortable as it gets pen-wise. Now, looking at the nib up close, this is a standard Aurora nib, but if you look at the point, it actually kind of flares out almost like the top bar on a T, which is very interesting. None of my custom italics have this. Very nice. I don't know if it starts life as a bigger nib and then it's ground down. I mean, I know these are hand ground by their master nibmeister, but it's hard to know exactly what they're doing with the tip there. Ebonite feed, as you always get. Tremendous flow out of this. Really nice. And again, piston filler. And it does have that hidden reservoir system, so when this pen stops writing, starts getting low in ink, you turn the piston knob all the way, and I've extended it a little bit, and you get about an extra page worth of writing before you need to refill it. And the nibs are threaded, so they're all interchangeable, which is very, very nice. Going to be doing the writing sample on a Papermind Mitsubishi bank paper notebook. These notebooks are excellent for fountain pens, and for Blake's Broadcast viewers and subscribers, you can get 10% off with code BB10 at checkout. This is the Aurora Optima Italic, and this is Aurora Black. Now, fast writing with this pen is not going to be easy because you need a perfectly flat surface, and the nib, because it is so pointy, we're going to see how this does. I have a feeling it's going to skip because of me, not because of the pen, but let's try it. Yeah. It's hard to maintain the perfect alignment when you're going fast. But the feed keeps up really nicely. I don't have any issues with this pen skipping in regular use. In terms of flexibility, it doesn't really matter for this kind of pen, but these Aurora nibs, they have some spring to them, but they're pretty stiff generally. I don't ever really push on these nibs, and it doesn't seem like it likes that, which would make sense because there's no reason to do that. So I wouldn't say there's any real flexibility to these nibs. Reverse writing makes, I think, not very much sense. I can looks like it's going to become dry pretty quick here, but it does kind of do it. The feed, because it's an ebonite feed, keeps up with the pen really nicely. I really like this nib. I have a lot of Italic nibs, and this one is one of my favorites. You get really crisp lines, and they're, the difference between the thick and the thin is quite large. So it's a really, really nice pen to use. One of my favorites. So what are my pros and cons for the Aurora Optima with factory Italic nib? Well, if you've watched this channel at all, you know I really like this pen. If you made me pick one pen, I think it's going to be this one. And the reason for that is that the Optima is very well made. It's the most comfortable pen I have. The size and weight are perfect. You have a giant, comfortable grip section. It holds a good amount of ink. The nibs are interchangeable. This is just writing perfection in my opinion. Now, the factory Italic. I am an Italic fan. I have a lot of Italic nibs. This is my favorite. This is the best Italic nib that I have, and I have a number of Italics from really well-known nibmeisters that are excellent. Richard Binder, John Mordashaw, I'm not getting the name right, Micah Work Masayama. They're all really excellent. This one's still my favorite. Aurora has a in-house nibmeister that hand grinds all their specialty nibs, and this one is really excellent. It's really crisp. The flow out of that ebonite feed is perfect. I just really love this pen. Now, in terms of cons, this is a true sharp Italic, so it is position sensitive. You need a flat piece of paper to be writing on, and you need to be careful about how you hold it. If you're someone that kind of turns the pen in your hand as you're writing, you're going to be feeling the nib dig into the paper a bit. The other con, of course, is the price. So the standard Optima is now retail price $695 with a street price of around $625. They increased the price last year by $100. And then on top of that, there is the specialty nibs, which carry an extra $120 or $135 charge. So street price for this pen with the factory Italic is $760. That is very, very expensive. There's no getting around that. I consider this pen, the way that it's made, the way that it writes, to be, a real equal to the Mont Blanc 149, which would be my number 2 sort of desert island pen where I only get 2 pens. The build quality here is very comparable. You do get an ebonite feed on this, whereas with the Mont Blanc you get a bigger nib. So if you like a more bouncy, springy nib, pick this one. If you like an Italic nib or a nib with a little bit of feedback, get the regular non-Italic nibs. Fantastic. But again, $760. When you compare it to a Mont Blanc, which I believe these are like $1,000 now or $900, this doesn't look so crazy, but it is an expensive pen and there's no getting around it. But this is Aurora's flagship model, and for good reason. That's pretty much it. Do you guys have this pen? Do you like this pen? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more fountain pen, paper, and ink videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and until next time.